I'm 46 years old. Approximately 4 years ago, my 14-year-old daughter passed away suddenly.
My dad died.
My mom died.
My wife died.
I lost my mom
Because of a heart attack.
a heart attack.
Motorcycle accident.
Leukemia.
I didn't think life could go on.
Kids would make fun of me.
I felt
Very sad.
Scared.
I wasn't willing to do anything.
My oldest son started getting failing grades in school. Felt very isolated and alone.
You want to be the strong one for your family. You're the leader of your family. And it's very hard as a man, as a father, to come to grief and share a story, especially with me, with my daughter, because you feel like you failed.
We provide support groups for bereaved young people between the ages of 5 and 25, as well as their caregivers, for free. These families can come to groups as long as they choose to.
And that means that we understand that death happens. Death is a natural part of life. We also know that grieving is normal. When you lose someone that you love, you grieve. It has to be. It couldn't be otherwise.
Oh my gosh, the Grief Center helped my kids. Just knowing that there are other children, other kids their own age that have gone through the same thing.
Our 4 principles come in to play every night that we do support groups. Anytime we're faced with a situation and we're not sure how to respond to it, we frame our answer with our 4 principles. The first principle is that grief is a natural reaction to the loss of a loved one for children as well as adults. The second is that each individual has the natural capacity to heal themselves. Our third principle is that the duration and the intensity of grief are unique for each individual. And I think that is especially important to remember when we're talking about individuals within the same family. Our final principle is that caring and acceptance help in the healing process. And that's really what we offer here at the Children's Grief Center. Lots of caring and lots of acceptance.
The people that lead the groups are called support group facilitators, and they come from all walks of life. We have construction workers, teachers, counselors, and many of them do this because they've had their own personal loss and want to help children through a similar experience. The activities we do in group are geared towards helping people acknowledge the reality of their loss and to commemorate the person who died, but also to share future goals and learn coping skills and learn to live their lives without the person who died.
Children at the Grief Center are divided by age, so they're basically with other kids at the same developmental level that they are. I've experienced children when they learn about loss, their first instinct isn't to start talking about it. A lot of times their first instinct is to grab a piece of paper and a crayon and start drawing something. Something that says, I miss you, I love you, I wish you were here. And so that's their means of communication.
The Grief Center helped me by letting me play with my friends, like giving me alone time to just sit alone, do what I wanted. And sometimes I would like the M&M game.
What I liked to do at the Grief Center really was go on the playground and play tag with my friends. I mean, that's where I first met my friends. It really helped.
The Children's Grief Center is really like a little island in the middle of a very turbulent storm where kids can come and they can kind of just be themselves. They can grieve as they need to. They know people are here to walk alongside them.
But most of the time, we're just having fun together. We're just witnessing the camaraderie between the kids, the relationships growing between them. And you can see the relief that first time that they come, and there's this group of kids around them that know what they're feeling, that know how they're hurting. And I think that that's really important for kids to not feel alone.
It was like a place where you didn't feel weird. Like there was other people there who knew what you were going through, and you could openly talk about it.
They're there to support each other, whether they know it or not. It brings out the best in everything for them. One child might be talking about what they did last summer, and that triggers another one talking about what happened to them, and then they just all open up.
At that time, I felt so not normal. Everything in my life felt foreign, and when I came here, it was the only consistent normal thing in our lives. Was every 2 weeks we came here and we saw the same people, and we felt like we were normal.
I was, needless to say, a little bit crazy. I didn't know what to do. I knew I had to look after kids as a single dad, and that's not easy. And I was afraid to show my emotions and share them with my kids because I was a man.
I'm doing better in school now because of the Grief Center. Last year I got honor roll in 6th grade, so I'm feeling glad about that, and I hope to do it again.
After we went to the first actual group session, and then getting in the car and driving home and asking my boys, so what'd you think of it? And they said, they're like us, Dad. They're like us. It helped with the healing process so much, and got us to the point we live our life, we love like nobody's business, and we enjoy each day.
All right, who's the joker of the group?